Hello everyone, I'm Dimitri, an architect and instructor at Labadeus, and in this class, I'm going to show you how we can configure the vray history, okay? The history is important so we can have a comparison, for example, of a previous render with a current render and see which one is better. So it's very important to configure a history always at the beginning of any project that will be rendered. To do this, we need to have the vray for SketchUp toolbar enabled. Let's check here then in View Toolbars, scroll down and see if the vray for SketchUp bar is there. This little bar here then will have the first and most important items here of vray, okay? And on it, we can then click on the frame buffer. It's precisely the little window that appears when you render any file. So the little window is here, the little button is here. So just click. When we open the frame buffer for the first time, it will be empty, and here on the left is the bar where the history appears, but it comes unconfigured. So to configure it, we'll go up here to the little options tab. There will be only one option, and in this little window, we'll go here to history, okay? First thing, enable it. And then we can either leave it in the path where the SketchUp file is already saved, that is, in the same little folder where you have the SketchUp file, or we can uncheck this and choose, for example, a specific folder, okay? So just click here. You could choose a folder, okay? It's important to activate autosave, which means that when a render finishes, it automatically goes to the history, okay? And let's go here to save and close. This way, it's also interesting that all the renders, theoretically, are saved there in your file. There's no way for you to lose them, forget to save, or anything like that, okay? And you just have to, for example, double-click here, and it will appear in the history, okay? So here we have the example of the grass, which was taught in another class that I'll leave here in the card, okay? And if we want to compare, just come here to the AB, okay? And then you choose which one you want for the initial site, okay? Click on the first one on top, the second one on the bottom, and then a little window will appear that I can drag here and see from one side to the other. It's pretty cool. If I click and hold, other options will appear here. So I have, for example, a way to change it so the line is horizontal, and I can also do this test, okay? If we click and hold, we can switch to the then vertical option. And if I want to stop comparing, cancel this, just click here again and turn it off, okay? It will stop this comparison. It's very important that we always configure the history of our renders, okay? So I hope you enjoyed this class. Remember that we have the complete vray for SketchUp course, which is in the description, and I'll see you in the next classes. Thank you very much.